Warning: the following may not be for the faint of heart. As violence against women continues to be a critical issue in India, the recent tragedy involving a bomb disguised as a wedding gift has brought this issue to the forefront once again. This incident is particularly alarming because it is part of a larger trend of violence perpetrated by rejected men in India, which authorities are now classifying as jilted lover syndrome. This behavior is all too common in India, as demonstrated by the latest official figures on crime against women, which show a 15.3% increase in 2021. The majority of these crimes are committed by intimate male partners, highlighting the danger that anyone could face in their own homes. Now let's take a closer look at the incident that has sparked outrage across India. On the 3rd of April, an explosion took place in the central Indian state of Chhattisgarh, where Hemendra Marawi, a 22-year-old groom, suffered from an explosion by a bomb disguised as a wedding gift. The bomb, which was hidden inside a home sound system, detonated as Hemendra and his older brother, 30-year-old Rajkumar, were unwrapping gifts a few days after Hemendra's wedding. During the time of the explosion, Hemendra and his newlywed, 22-year-old Lalita Marwai, were taking part in a cultural Pakfera ceremony, which fortunately led to Lalita's absence during the unwrapping of the wedding gifts. The explosion was so significant that the room they were in and part of the house collapsed around Hemendra and his brother. It is believed Hemendra was instantly killed with the rubble as the walls and the roof fell down on him, while Rajkumar obtained serious injuries and several others, including an 18-month-old baby, were rushed to a nearby hospital. Unfortunately, Rajkumar died from his injuries several days later. The investigation into the incident revealed shocking details about the suspect's motives and actions. After police officials spoke to friends and family, they were able to quickly identify 32-year-old Sarju Markham as the suspect. On the 3rd of April, Markham was officially detained and he eventually confessed to police that he had rigged the gift with explosives to get revenge on his ex-girlfriend Lalita for marrying someone else. Markham and Lalita began dating in 2020, but she ended their relationship when she found out that he was already married and had 2 children from his marriage. Now, despite the breakup, disgustingly enough, Markham continued to harass and threaten Lalita, demanding she marry him and become his second wife. Markham also threatened Hemendra on multiple occasions, warning him not to marry Lalita. However, after the couple discussed the calls and threats they had both been receiving from Markham, they were both able to settle the issue and move past it. On the 30th of March, a day before Lalita was to wed Hemendra, Markham called once again. He urged her not to go through with the marriage and threatened her, "You are getting married, but you will never be happy." Markham found out Lalita's wedding reception was going to be held at Hemendra's house on the 1st of April. Therefore, he asked a friend to give him a ride to the wedding, without telling his friend anything about the plan he was setting in motion. Once Markham arrived at the reception party, he asked his friend to wait outside of the house, while he swiftly made his way inside. Markham placed his gift-wrapped explosive sound system, along with the rest of the wedding gifts, and rushed out of the reception unnoticed. Unfortunately, everything worked out as planned for Markham. During Markham's interrogation, when police officials asked him where and how he obtained the tools he used to create the bomb, he admitted to having experience in electronic repair and had previously worked in a mine, where he became familiar with rigging explosives. He had also been working in the blasting department at a stone crusher plant up until 2015. However, on Markham's last day with the company, he stole 250 grams of ammonium nitrate, which he later used to carefully create the bomb inside the home theater system, rigged to explode on electrical contact. The aftermath of the explosion has had far-reaching consequences for the community, as people found themselves in shock and devastation caused by this act of violence. The state of Chhattisgarh has a long and complicated history of conflict, with previous bombings being attributed to Naxal, a separatist group that has been involved in an ongoing armed struggle with the Indian government. However, in this case, the police have asserted that Sarju Markham, the perpetrator of the explosion, has no affiliation with the separatist group Naxal. Regardless of the perpetrator's affiliations, the impact of this tragedy has been severe for all involved. Hemendra and Rajkumar's Marawi's loved ones are left to mourn the loss and grapple with the senseless violence that ended their lives. Meanwhile, Markham himself faces serious charges under the Indian Penal Code, including murder and attempted murder, as well as provisions of the Explosive Substances Act, The consequences of his actions could result in a maximum sentence of life behind bars. If you found the video interesting, please help support the channel by liking, sharing, and/or subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you, and I hope you have a safe day.